Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on this recent news which has been coming from all the social media platforms, news platforms regarding the successful return of astronaut Sunita Williams from space. So imagine guys, a mission which was supposed to be of 9 to 10 days ended up being stretched for almost 10 months, like being stranded at International Space Station. It is still not as weird as the story of that Iranian guy who was stranded at one of the France airport for 18 years, but still it's weird. And being an astrology enthusiast, you have to see it and align it with the planetary movements as well, which we will try to do that in this brief video. Because guys, the way we are heading very close to this upcoming 6th planetary conjunction on March 29th and this solar eclipse, Saturn's transition. So I'm actually keeping a close eye on all the important development which is happening in the world. Like for example, yesterday only Israel again attacked like certain areas in the Gaza area. US also did recent military operation in the Yemen area to remove and deal with the Houthi rebels. So whatever is happening, we all are, like all the astrology community is keeping a close eye on that. And over and above that guys, I will be very honest with you. For me, I took that pledge in the morning that okay, no more distraction of YouTube today. Today I will take out time for my own self-study. I will I have certain PDF of all the Fal Deepika, all the classical books, and I will do a revision of all of that. I was about to put my phone on flight mode and immediately that notification came and I saw that regarding this news of the return of the Sunita Williams. I kept on stopping myself. No, I don't have to do any work on this. I need to focus on my self-study. But somehow I was like, okay, let's make a video on that, a quick video. So guys, one thing which I want to say over here that I will be primarily showing you two charts. The first chart is going to be of the day when Sunita Williams went on this mission, that what could be the planetary alignments on that day which ended up like, okay, for this you cannot call this mission the day when she left as successful. It was in a way doomed only, that a 10-day mission ended up being like stretched to 10 months. So what could be the planetary alignments on that day? So that is the first chart which we will see, and the second is going to be, which is rumored to be Sunita Williams chart. Guys, I'll be very honest with you. I looked at the AstroSage data. Over there they have used Sunita Williams chart and Lagan ascendant as the Scorpio, and then other platforms which I do my research and all. Over there they have used the Libra Lagna. So guys, let's not get into that debate. Our main objective is to see the planetary alignments, the nakshatra and all, her moon sign. So we will be focusing more on the planetary presence in the zodiac sign, the nakshatra, and based on that, what could have been the answer for that? Because guys, I will not go very far. Like for example, day before yesterday only, this news came that it was trending on the Google that a scientist at Antarctic base rocked by some sort of assault done by the fellow scientist. Just because guys, if you have to be placed in these kind of locations over where you have to be on your own in extreme weather for like 10 to 15 months, so generally all the scientists and all, they have to go through all kind of psychological assessment to see your mental health fitness. But even after that, these kind of incidents happen. And imagine in case of like Sunita Williams, although you have human contact, you have other people to talk to, but still like 10 months being in the space. So what could be the planetary alignments for that? So all of that we will discuss in this video. So guys, the very first thing is that for all those people who do not know much of the background of this news, I will just give you a 1-minute synopsis of that. Although I will be posting the link of this article, space.com, on the description of this video as well. So guys, these two scientists, like NASA's astronauts, Barry Wilmore and Sunita Williams, they finally headed back to Earth. So they were launched to the International Space Station last June on the first ever crewed mission of Boeing's new Starliner capsule. So their mission was supposed to last just 10 days or so, but they ended up staying aloft for more than 9 months. And then on this article, there is a proper time lapse and timeline of what actually led to them being stranded. So all those sequence of events, you can go to this link in the description and can get an idea about that. Now guys, comes the question about Sunita Williams chart. So guys, see, what I have generally seen in my research is that people who are in any way, whether they are like researching in like space, or like whether on a constructive side that you are actually working for like NASA or these kind of space exploration, or whether you are a person who believe in conspiracy theories, you will definitely see the prominence of the Rahu over there. Like this could be the nakshatra of Rahu in a way that Ardra, Swati, Sadbisha prominence, or like moon being conjunct with Rahu, prominence of the 12th house, you will definitely see over there. Whether you are working as a pilot, whether you are working in the air traffic control department. I gave one exam for that. My exams always go good, result never comes good. So yeah, I mean to say, so you will definitely see the prominence of the Rahu over there. Now guys, the chart of the Sunita Williams now, which you are seeing in your screen, again, I don't take any guarantee of the ascendant. Here I'm talking more from the planets conjunction and their zodiac sign and the nakshatra placement. So guys, in the Sunita Williams case, you will see that her moon is in the Gemini, it is conjunct with Jupiter, and moon is placed in the Ardra nakshatra. That's the first win-win situation which we get from over here. And like the way I mentioned this thing, that if your life is going to be, your nature of work is going to be involving being left on your own for so many of the months and all, so unless and until like benefic planets are not aspecting this moon, so the person can start getting those kind of deviation from the regular behavior. We all have seen and witnessed those kind of cases. There has been this movie which has been made on the life of that great mathematician John Nash, A Beautiful Mind, like in which Russell Crowe played the lead role. So we know this thing that you could be genius beyond any doubt, but in parallel you could also have some issues in your personal life, in your personal mental health as well. So that's what I'm trying to say. So the influence of the Jupiter on the moon is always a win-win situation. She has got a strong Venus, so we get to know about that, because no matter how successful you are, for someone to be media's favorite, you need to have a strong Venus. Otherwise, you might be genius, but you're going to have a kind of a love and hate relationship with the media. So media definitely loves her. We can get to know that from the chart. And again guys, even in case of her, her Saturn is also placed in the Satbisha nakshatra. Her Venus is placed in the Swati nakshatra. Jupiter is in the Mrikshira nakshatra. So you will definitely see that all the nakshatras which has got something to do with the research, which has got something to do with the curiosity, you will see the prominence of that all around in her nakshatra. So that is what guys we can get to know about her ascendant chart, about her planetary alignments. Now if you have to see, now comes the surprising part, when this mission took place. So it happened on June 5th 2024. Now guys, when I looked at the chart, I was like surprised, oh my god. So at that time, when they boarded and they went for this mission, on that day it was a new moon. And like the way guys, I always say this thing, that new moon is never considered as good. It's just like that, your efforts and your endeavors might be doomed. There is a high possibility of that. So on that day, if I were to say about the Panchang, on June 5th 2024, it was the Krishna Paksh Amavas. It was a new moon. Nakshatra was the Rohini. So again guys, if the nakshatra is of Rohini and the lord of the Rohini, which becomes the moon, it is somehow, it is being, you know, it has completely lost its shine, its glow, because of being tightly conjunct with the sun. Guys, when it comes down to judging the strength of the moon, more than the zodiac sign, more than the nakshatra, how big the moon is, the Paksh Bal becomes the most important. So at the time of when that incident took place, like a mission which happened to be doomed. So it's just like that, it was a Rohini nakshatra, Krishna Amavas, and it was a Wednesday on that day. And yes, even the Yog was Dhriti and the Karan was Chatushpad. So not a very good energy. And now guys, if you will look at the planetary alignments on that day, so if you will give attention to the Taurus sign, So Moon, Sun, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, they all were being placed over there. Now guys, if you will look at and compare it from the natal planetary alignments of the Sunita Williams, in her case, from her natal moon, which is Gemini, there was a prominence in the Taurus. There is no doubt in that. For the space exploration, for the astronauts, you need to have a strong 12th house. Even from the moon, the concern was that it was the new moon. So it was supposed to be getting delayed like that. So yes guys, and now finally the day when she has landed here back to the earth. So it happened when moon is in the Libra. So again, like from her moon sign, it is there in the 5th house. So from the Gemini, if I were to say, so again, that's a good news. So nothing to worry about that, about her state of her health, her mental health, physical health, not too much worry about that. So yes guys, that's all what I wanted to say in this short video. Now after this, I will now again try to put my phone in flight mode and get back to my self-study. Oh, I need to make a video on the palmistry as well. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Indic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.